What's good? It's a pop-up live Tuesday night. Yeah. Got a whole lot to talk about. Be a couple minutes. Before people enter the building, I get it. It's unexpected. I don't go live on the regular, but we live this evening. Y'all hit that like button, double tap the screen. We trying to get 500 likes tonight. That's it. What up, Jason? Jason Barnes. What's good? I've been a little disgusted lately, but I can't deprive the people. The Dallas Cowboys in the dumps. I'm in the dumps. But guess what? I'm coming out of the dumps. Y'all double tap that screen. Like button. We're going to do what we do, man. Real Kenz TV. In the house. Like kitchen sinks. Jason Barnes. The first in the building. Shout out, salute to Jason Barnes. Man, we doing a Q&A. Y'all can ask me anything. But before you get to asking me questions, understand that I'm giving it an opportunity, individuals a chance to enter the building before I get to the questions, man. But we got to get them likes up. There's way more people in the building than likes, man. Double tap the screen and hit like. It's not that hard. I'm trying to get to 500 likes tonight, man. Tara, what's up, Tara Spillman? Hey, Ken. How you doing? It's Ken, Kenz. How you doing? You watch Whitney Williams. How you doing? Jesse Ray, ATL Trucker. What's good, man? Salute to all the truck drivers, man. To all the people that's just getting them supplies, medical, food, or whatever it may be. If it's not for you all, we wouldn't have a lot of the things that we had. So salute. Y'all continue to hit that like button. I definitely appreciate you. James, my dog, McIlvain. You know what I mean? That's my dog. James is always supportive. I definitely appreciate it. Big Courtney Fleming. What up, Kenz? Nashville's in the building. Nashville, Tennessee in the building like kitchen sinks. Absolutely. My daughter went to Western, so she quite frequently frequented Nashville. Man, y'all hit that like button, man. It's not enough people hitting that like button. Double tap the screen. Helps the algorithm. Helps to really get the videos out there. You know what I mean? The channel out there so that more people will be aware of Real Kenz TV. I can't do this without you all, man. Hey, James, man, I appreciate you, man. Check this out. James said he been waiting all day. I did my first interview today. 5-star. For you all that's frequented my videos, a close friend of mine that we've been on several indictments together and 5-star to 5-star general, but it's probably going to be in the morning by the time it's actually able to be edited and uploaded. But it's my first interview, and it's kind of, I don't know, because when I listen to it, you can't really hear him as well. As I mentioned, it's my first time. So if you're not listening to it in a vehicle where you can hook it up to your Bluetooth, I don't know how well you can really hear him. So bear with me. It's my first one. So I'm learning on the job training. But I did do my first interview today with the great 5-star, the general. Respectfully. Jason Barnes, I mess with you, bro. The strong way. Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. I mess with you too, the strong way. Pause, double pause. But y'all continue to hit that like button. Double tap the screen for me. It helps the algorithm. It helps to get the channel out into the masses. It's the way YouTube works. You see people that have, 4,000 subscribers versus an individual that has 150,000 subscribers. It's all about the engagement, interaction with the audience, if you will. So you have to comment. You have to hit the like button. You have to share. You have to subscribe. All of these things is what gets the channel out. We need 500 likes tonight. Corner Hustle. Huh? Corner Hustle asked me if Big Rufus is 6'5" or 6'6". I don't know. I didn't have a measuring tape, but I know he's a big SOB. And he's definitely not an individual you want to mess with. I don't know if you all frequent Hustler Spirit 502 featuring Fleece Johnson and Big Lee. But if you do, and you're in the comments, and ask Fleece Johnson about Big Rufus. He's spoken on him before. Definitely wasn't a joke. Mississippi's in the house. Mike Chapman. You Kenny Rex Chapman? He's playing NBA. Mike Chapman's in the building. Y'all keep okay. Y'all keep hitting that like button, man. Double tap the screen. We need likes. Whoever sent me that super chat, super thanks, I appreciate it. I haven't gotten down to it. I can just see that someone sent it to me. I definitely appreciate it. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go to the people that send me the super thanks and the super chats. We're gonna go to them first. I got my what do you call it? What is that called? I'm so discombobulated from Dallas losing yesterday. Haven't bounced back all the way yet. But we have the well, I'll get to it in a minute. Big Rufus was 5'11". That's what that's what Duro says. Big Rufus was 5'11". I don't know, but he was a big character. And he didn't play no games. Absolutely no games. I appreciate it. The super chats, the super thanks will be in priority. But I definitely appreciate that. Cash App is $ KENZ 1000. $ KENZ 1000. Yeah, I tore up all my Dallas gear. So I need some Cash Apps. Just in case I decide to forgive the Cowboys. Y'all continue to hit that like button. We're going to get into some stories. We're going to get into some questions. We're going to get into a whole lot of extracurricular, if you will. But you continue to double tap that screen and hit the like button. Let's see. Going through the comments as quickly as I can. Mississippi's in the building. Elaine Cox, one of my regulars. Hello, Elaine. How you doing? Good to see you in the building. Kareem Abdul, what's good, Kenz? Man, I ain't doing too much. Man, how you doing, man? You know what I mean? How you doing? How you living? Jimmy Shinkushki, may your path lead you to peace and abundance. Absolutely. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. And may your path lead you to peace and abundance just as well. Much love, man. Jimmy Shinkushki. Hold on. Jimmy Shinkushi. Want to do it right. Larry Butler. Good evening, real Kenz. Enjoy your stories immensely. You seem like a genuine fellow. I try to be. You know, so many years that I wasn't doing things the right way. I understand that now you do things the right way. Guess what? Good things happen to you. It may not happen when you want it, but it's going to eventually happen. Nightmare. It's me, your dad. Come on, Nightmare. My dad passed away, but, you know, you can troll. It's cool. You want to troll, but, you know, kind of, my dad passed away when I was in prison, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nightmare, man, that said it's me, your dad. My dad passed away while I was in prison, man. But it's all good. I ain't gonna block you or nothing like that. Just because I accept the trolls. I ain't tripping on no trolls, man. I understand that it's, yeah, y'all keep hitting that like button. I like it, man. Double tap the screen. I like that. And whoever else hit that, I'm gonna get to everybody that's donating and hitting the super thanks, super chats. I appreciate that. I'm definitely coming. And I'm gonna get to you, man. But yeah, man. I ain't tripping on no trolls, man. Just, if you can, just leave the parents out of it, because my dad passed away when I was in prison, man. Jason Barnes, my dog, man. He's telling y'all double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. We trying to get to 500 Lizikes. Likes, you heard me? Kareem, Texas is in this piece. Texas is in the building. You know what I mean? Texas is in the building. Yeah, we definitely gonna get to some questions tonight. We're gonna talk about a lot of things, man. A lot of things we're gonna speak of. YouTube, do you like Michael Jackson on board? Yeah, I do. I did. Ninth Ward. Ninth Ward's in the building. So Real TV, the Ninth Ward. Now the Ninth Ward, is that, I get confused with the ward. Is that Houston or is that New Orleans? I'm not quite sure. No disrespect. I just don't. I know certain states, Houston and New Orleans, have the wards. I'm thinking that it's Houston, but I just want to be sure. You know what I mean? No problem, Jason. No problem whatsoever, man. Jennifer Chafaro, I appreciate you. Y'all double tap that screen, man. Let's get these likes up, if you will. Tony Stone, what's good, Tony? Absolutely, you can ask me a question, Jennifer. I'm gonna get to the questions. I'm just trying to let everybody enter the building, and then I'm gonna start doing the Q&As. But go ahead and ask me the question, and then I'm gonna make sure that I answer your question, Jennifer Shafaro. Relly Buns, Baltimore. Baltimore's in the building. Ravens had a big win this weekend over Washington Commanders. Heartland 402, American people. James, what up, Sean? Yo, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? Double tap, double tizap the screen. That's all it takes. 2 seconds. Double tap the screen. Get them likes up. We're trying to get this channel really, really out there. You know what I mean? Lucy and Dave's Keto Creations. Hello, Shorty. What's good? Meet Jesse. You a weirdo, man. You's a weirdo. Yo, I love small YouTubers. They the ones who make YouTubers. Texas in the building. Larry Butler. All the weirdos I'm denouncing, I'm ignoring. Once again, it's my fault because I have people blatantly willing to be my moderators, but I just want to go live when I go live. So, you know what I mean? Rachel Smith. Hey, y'all keep hitting that like button, man. Double tap the screen. Hit that like button so I can get into these stories and these questions and these answers. What's up, Rachel? How you doing? How you doing, boo? I've been missing you. Seriously, I've been missing you. We're going to do this or what? Relly Buns, congrats. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, man. Tucker Fisher prison story, sir. I'm going to get to it. But I got to let the people enter the building. You know what I mean? What's the one thing you would tell your younger self, sir? From Jennifer Shafaro. What's the one thing I would tell my younger self? I don't know. It's hard. Because when we're young, we think we know everything. We think that no one can tell us anything. But the one thing that I think that I would really, really, really adhere to as a younger Kenz is just listen to the people that have been there before you. Keep your criminal record clean, no matter how bad things get, no matter how bad things seem. Don't get on the other side of the law, man, because once you do, it makes life very, very, very difficult. That's what I would tell myself. Levi, can I get a shout out? Shout out to Levi. Absolutely, you can get a shout out. You got a business. You got anything you trying to market, a YouTube channel, podcast, whatever the case may be, man, I'm going to give you a shout out, man. Tucker Fisher, let's get one. Absolutely. John Rollins is hating, as he typically does. Jason Barnes says triple pause for him. What did I say? What did I say? We get into the money, man. Are you individuals? We not even really reading. Once I see that it's some spam, once I see that you on some hating, we're gonna get to it. Yay fan, opinions on Kanye West. I don't have no opinion. I mean, what about him? What did he do? What did he allegedly do? Jesse Ray, I was on 24 eastbound coming through Kentucky from Seattle. I saw the Eddyville prison exit. Yeah, Eddyville's real. I mean, these not made up stories. Eddyville is KSP, Kentucky State Penitentiary. I don't know what it is now, but I know at one point y'all double tap that screen for the likes. We trying to get to 500, and we way short of 500. But the Kentucky Eddyville prison is where Fleece Johnson was at, home of Death Row, and so it's definitely a real situation. Don't want to go. You don't want to go to no prison, but you definitely don't want to go to Eddyville. It's a maximum security prison, home of Death Row. Seriously. Randy Wolf, they just sent you $4.99. I mean, I can't make anybody send anything, but I'm appreciative of what anybody sends me, whether it's $1, because no one has to send me anything. It can be $5, $10. I've had people send me $100. I've had people send me $200. $50. It doesn't matter. It's just a token of appreciation, because a lot of people, like when you're on YouTube, you're doing these things and you're bringing these stories forth, and you understand your value, your worth, like you're actually helping people. But no one has to send me anything. Only thing I need you all to do is just double tap the screen and hit the like button, share the video, comment. But if you do want to send something, you can send it to the super chat, super thanks, or the Cash App, $Kenz, KENZ 1000, $KENZ 1000. It's totally up to you. I appreciate that $4.99. Wolf, you gonna match it? You gonna double it? You gonna triple it? Randy Wolf, we calling you out. What you gonna do, Wolf? We waiting on you. I don't know. Free Diddy. I got mixed emotions about Diddy. A lot of people hate when I tell about Diddy, but yeah, free Diddy. I'm not saying free Diddy forever, but free Diddy for now. He has a right to fight his case from outside of the prison. It's a witch hunt on him. A lot of people, Diddy needs to sit down. Diddy needs to do about 10. Yeah. Diddy needs to sit down and do about 7.5, 8.5, 9.5, whatever it takes. Diddy needs to do some time. He was a jerk. He abused women. He abused people. But the whole thing with the kids and people just jumping out of woodworks on him, it's a money grab. You see what I'm saying? At some point, all of these things would have been called out, exposed a long time ago. It's a money grab. The federal government, and they may mess around and lose this case, because let me tell you why. There's a probe, there's an investigation that the federal government leaked that Cassie tape to TMZ, who originally released it. If that's the case, they're in a lot of trouble, man. But Diddy needs to sit down and do a little time, man, because he's blatantly gotten beside himself. But does he deserve life? No. He doesn't deserve a life sentence. But he needs to sit down and do some time. Let's make that understood, man. Diddy is foul, and he needs to do some time. Go Lions. Shout out to the Lions. They beat my Cowboys. Stomped us. Beat the brakes off of us. Shout out to the Lions, man. You know what I mean? P. Diddy. Everybody loves P. Diddy, it seems. Suge Knight's oiling up in prison. I think Suge Knight's in protective custody. Free Diddy. Who's winning a fight between you and Dante? That's my dog. I just got off the phone with Dante. Dante from the Dante Show Network. Hey, y'all double tap that screen, man. The like button. That's my dog. We would never fight. I said, Eli, you look nice and you don't care about bullying, and I like that you keep up the good work and remember God loves us all. Absolutely. I don't care nothing about this uh, trolling, but I appreciate you. I definitely do. I don't care anything about this. What up, Rachel? How you doing? What's up with you? I'll be seeing you in the comments. You know what I mean? I'll be hitting you up. I definitely be hitting you up. For you all, my email is realkenztv at Yahoo. Realkenztv at Yahoo. You know what I mean? Get at me, Miss Rachel. I know I didn't ask you before, but I'll be forgetting because there's so many people. Where you at, Miss Rachel? I think you're either in Carolina, Ohio, or was it Cleveland? Maybe Texas, but I could be wrong. Doing the Leash, what's up? Doing the hey, y'all go check out Doing the Leash TV, man. My dog, man. I done talked to him on the phone a couple times. Hey, y'all continue to double tap that screen. Doing the Leash TV, man. Y'all go check him out. He got an interesting channel. Check him out, man. Doing the Least TV. Go check him out, man. Kid Podcast. Thanks for the donation. Daryl says you should have given up on Dallas after 2000, man. It's hard to give up on the Cowboys because I've been a lifelong fan all the way back to the 80s when I was a little kid. Tom Landry was the coach. Danny White was the quarterback. You know, was a Roger Staubach. Like, you had so many different individuals, man. Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker. When I was a Cowboys fan, all the way, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Novacek. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Story time. We need that, bro. I got you. It's coming. Y'all continue to hit that like button, double tap the screen. We're going to get to the story. There's so many different people on here, but I want to get to everybody. But I understand people want to hear the stories just as well. Let me ask you all this. And whoever sends the super thanks, super chats, or the appreciation, if you will, I'll get to you all first, but I'm going to try to get to everybody's questions because there's a lot of people in the building, man. Y'all continue to hit that like button. Double tap, man. I need 500 likes. So whoever sends the cash apps, $ Kenz, KNZ 1000, or the super thanks, super likes, or whatever, or super chats rather, be priority. But everybody's really priority. But I'm going to talk about this P. Diddy situation because a lot of people asking me. And I know I'm so far behind in the comments, there's no personal way. There's no possible way that I can reach and answer all the comments. But I see another super thanks. So I'm going to answer this. Anytime I see anything blue, which is the super thanks, super chat, disrespect to GOAT, Kanye West, one more time. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the donation. I ain't disrespecting Kanye. Y'all got to understand that the media plays a major role in a lot of the things that we hear. Y'all have to understand that. Super thanks, super chats, and Cash App get the first priority as far as answering the questions. $ Kenz, KENZ 1000. $ Kenz, KENZ 1000. But my thing is this. P. Diddy is definitely guilty of some of the things that people are alleging. I get it. And people get so upset because your opinion is not their opinion. It's been a lot of years. And now people are just now coming out. Speaking about P. Diddy. Is it a money grab? Is it the truth? I think it's a mixture of both. I definitely don't think he was messing with no little kids. Think about it. If your kid came home and said, P. Diddy did this to me, first of all, when you break down the elements, why would your 9, 10, 11-year-old kid be around P. Diddy without you being there anyway? See, it's a whole lot of discrepancies. It's a whole lot of red tape. I don't think he messed with no kids. I don't think he was forcing people. Did I think, or do I think he was having freak offs? Yes. Do I think he was forcing people to be there? No. Do I think he was forcing people to stay there? No. Do I think he was drugging people? No. He doesn't have to. When you're a celebrity of that stature, what do I have to trick you into coming to my establishment, to my mansion, to my parties? What do I don't have to trick you want to be there. So when you have all these individuals that saying, "Oh, well, I was there, but I didn't know," and I, man, y'all out for money. That's why nobody filed criminal complaints. Well, I'm not gonna say anybody, but the majority of the people didn't file criminal complaints. They filed civil lawsuits because they want to get that money. So no, I don't think P. Diddy needs to do life. I think he needs to sit down for 5 or 6 years, understand that you're not above the law. You know better than nobody else. All the women that you abused and hit and all the people that you did wrong, you're already 55. You do 5 or 6 years, you come out in your 60s. Okay, maybe that taught you a lesson. But this whole life sentence and, you know, it's ridiculous. Sex trafficking is ridiculous, man. Hartford, Connecticut. Darius, what's good, Darius? You know what I mean? You sound like you from Atlanta. Kings, was it Kings 18? Or Kings 13? Nah, I'm from Kentucky, bro. But I flew with Atlanta, the 404. I ain't been in a while, but I definitely want to go. Funny Monkey, miss your streams, bro. Shit, I'm here now. Yo, new. Got a couple Porsche trucks, couple old schools. I line your ass up, push your tape backwards. Let's see. Appreciate you, Darius. The rebound sessions. Big Kenz, what up, dope? Shit, I ain't doing nothing, man. What's up with you, man? Where you from, man? Shout out where you from. You from Detroit? What up, dope? Yeah, I definitely need a moderator tonight because this kid podcast, weirdo, man. Evidently, he likes kids, little boys. Bro, trying to act gangster. Is that what's up? Is that what's hot, Zay? I'm trying to act gangster. Trying to teach these kids not to be gangster, you weirdo. Don't make no difference if it's no sun. It's sun to me. I want to wear glasses is what I do. Huh? You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. Trump 2024, I don't get into politics. Whoever wins, it ain't going to make a difference to me. Isabella Lennon, I'm your biggest fan. Appreciate you. Michael Philpott, what's up, my dog? How you doing, man? I ain't seen you in a while, but I ain't been live in a while. What's good with you, man? East Atlanta's in a building. Is that a zone or is that... Because I don't really know Atlanta like that, so I don't want to disrespect and say, but I always hear Atlanta talk about zones. You know, King 13. JJ, you got a Tahoe? Nah, it's a Malibu. I'm in a Malibu. It's a Chevy, but it's not a Tahoe. It's a Malibu. New Orleans, 504. 504's in the building. We roll tight whips every day. Brian Rowe, 231. I don't know exactly what that means. Truck drivers, Jesse Ray, what's good? Y'all asking me some questions. We doing a Q&A. But double tap the screen for me. If you don't mind, we trying to get our likes up. We're trying to definitely get our likes up. Isabel Lennon. Isabella, hello. How you doing? East Atlanta. Jason Barnes. Okay. King 13. So what was it, the ninth ward that I said? I don't even remember which ward, but those wards in New Orleans. I know you got wards in Houston too. Jamal, what's good, man? Y'all ask me some questions, man. We get into the Q&A part of it, if you will. Shout out to the ATL. Any question you want to ask me, man? Michael Philpott, Franklin County, Tennessee, is in the building. The stories start when the questions start. You know what I mean? Igor, you will bow down to Russia. I must break you. Drago's in the building from Rocky. Igor, I must break you. You have this belief that your country is so very good and our country is so very bad. You have this belief. Respectfully. What's good, Chef Francesco? Somebody call me Big Pun. Am I gang affiliated? No, never have been, Rizzo. Never been in the gang, man. Queen of the Dance, what's good? How you doing? How you living? You know what I mean? I'm waiting on y'all to ask me questions. I'm not even really trying to tell no story. Just ask me a question and I'm going to give you an answer. Michael Philpott, what you think about this election, my dude? Who you think is best for the country, man? You know what, man? And I'm not trying to be, man, I don't really do the politics thing, man, because I'm a felon. I can't vote. I don't really feel, just to be totally honest, when Trump was in office, I felt, when Trump was in office, that was the one time that I really, really felt some relief. I feel as though he was helping the people. Now, I could be totally wrong because, again, I don't really deal with the whole politics thing. So if you had to ask me if I had to vote for somebody, I would say probably Trump. Everybody has a problem with Trump. I don't know why. Millionaires, athletes, entertainers, everybody was kicking and hanging out with Trump until he became president. And then all of a sudden he's a racist. He's this, he's that. I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm not saying that he is. Because I never really paid enough attention to it. Only thing I paid attention to is that I'm not going to say nobody, but y'all got to double tap that screen to hit the like button because I need to get to 500 likes. So I really don't have that much of an opinion on the election. I really just don't know. They all lie. They all say they're going to do this and do that. At least Trump does tell the truth. Hey, I'm going to do this, and he does it. So that's my take on the election. Respectfully. Maya, what up? What up, Maya? Maya Bean. How you doing? I told you email me, you didn't. Real Kenz TV at Yahoo. Real Kenz TV at Yahoo. That's my email. I check it every day. Money Trains 402, my boy Kenz. Where Dante lying ass at? I just talked to Dante a little bit before I got on here, maybe about why you say Dante lying ass? Dante's major in this game, man. He got 120 some thousand subscribers. That's major. He's a heavy hitter. But I did talk to him today, though. The boy don't miss. What's good? I ain't doing too much, man. Maya Bean, you must be in Florida. My Jaguars not doing so good. I feel you on the Cowboys. Yeah. I know. My bad, Jason. Pause. Double pause. Somebody sent me Rizzo once again. Thanks for the donation. Disrespect the GOAT, Kanye West. I ain't disrespect Kanye West. I like Kanye West. You know what I mean? Michael Philp, man, you show mad love to the truck drivers. But what's up with the lawn care guys that be rocking out all afternoon on the mowers listening to you, man? Big shout out to the landscapers. You know, I used to own lawn care business. So I definitely understand and appreciate the work, the hard work that you all put in. 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you going all the way to dark, man. Shout out to the landscapers, man. Gotta have your grass cut. Gotta have your yards weeded, your edges, edged. Shout out to Michael Philpott and all the landscapers. Yeah, me and the Blade Pusher, we good, man. We talked it out, ironed it out. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate it. But y'all check this out. So, I was asking, for y'all to ask me different, I guess, different questions so I could go into a story. But nobody is really, at least if they have, I haven't really seen anything that's going to lead me into an actual story. But let me think of a story that I can tell y'all, because I have stories for days. What do y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear a prison story? You want to hear? Let me know. I'm going to give it a little bit more time before I get into the stories, because I got a story to tell you. I definitely do. What up, Georgia? Juan Alvarez, I wish I could give you some money, but I don't have any. Sorry, man, it don't even matter, man. I appreciate you just tuning in. Double tap that screen and hit that, essentially, is the like button. Share the video or share the live. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. You only give us a donation because you give what you can give. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? What y'all think about Jay Williams? Y'all know Jay Williams? Money Train 402. Waiter just asked me, could he top me off while holding the water jug? I was like, triple pause. hey, Michael. Hey, that is funny. Michael Train 402. He's at a restaurant, evidently. And the waiter just asked me if he could top me off while holding the water jug. I was like, triple pause. So he just bypassed pause and double pause. Yeah, you did the right thing, Michael. Train 402. Can't be asking you, can he top you off, man? That is funny, man. Timothy Gutierrez, who's that? Gutierrez? What's good? What is good? I appreciate you chiming in. I ain't asked nobody for money, you weirdo. Who did I ask for money? I'm convinced that it's a lot of people that don't have anything better to do with their lives, so they just jump on here and troll. Y'all keep hitting that like button, double tap. You know what I mean? He likes prison. Your mother likes prison. I know she likes prison for real, for real. Definitely for real. Y'all get it in, because this will be my last time doing a live without a moderator. Diddy will be deaded before we see what went on. So you think Diddy's really gonna not make it to trial? Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that they're doing Diddy an injustice. He doesn't even go back to trial. He doesn't even go back to court until May the 5th. Now, let me tell you how this court system works. The court system works, okay, he goes back to court, I think, May the 5th. 7 months from now. Fast and speedy trial. Everybody has a right to a fast and speedy trial. The prosecution has already said that there will be a superseding indictment, which means that there will be additional charges that are going to come really, really soon. Double tap that screen, y'all. That like button for me. Once the additional charges come, they're going to ask the judge for more time because we need more time to investigate, if you will, these charges. Diddy probably ain't even going to go to trial at all in 2025. Just my opinion. He's not going to make it to trial in 2025. Once again, it's just my opinion. Prosecution, man, they can play a dirty game, man. They can continue to say, we need more time, judge. And you'll see the judge, they'll scold the prosecution. You all need to get your things in order. You all need to do this. You all need to do that. But at the same time, guess what? He's not going to let Diddy out on bond. This is a tactic that they use. I don't see Diddy going to trial till 2026. Locked in the box, 23 hours a day. Absolutely. What up, Isaiah Clark? What's good? Where y'all chiming in from? Whole lot of weirdos on here tonight, so I'm just ignoring them. A lot of people ain't got nothing going on with their lives. Nothing going on. Yeah, boy. Yo, Kenz, me and my girl love your videos. We be laughing so hard. Keep going. I appreciate you. I definitely do. Michael Philpott, I've been rocking with you since day one. I shouted you out. Michael Philpott is in the building. Shout out to Michael Philpott. I always shout out Michael Philpott. He's on all my lives. Every live that I do, I can recall Michael Philpott has been in the building. You got a business? You got a YouTube channel? You got something you want me to shout out? Because I will. Michael Philpott. The love, you only care about donations. Is that right? Is that right? Well, send me one then. Kenz, $ Kenz KNZ1000. Since you say I only care about donations. You a weirdo. What's up, TB? Terry Brown's in the building. Shout out to Arkansas, my dog Terry Brown. Some of these trolls is funny. P. Diddy's my wife. Where is Pat at? Pat Watson. I'm not going to read that. What up, Jonathan? Ankrum? I ain't doing too much, man. I ain't doing too much at all. Kelly, Kentucky. What's good? What part of Kentucky you in? You know what I mean? Reginald Brown, agree with you, Kenz. Most of the people there were, by their own greed, he was just smarter than they were. You got to charge that L to the game, big brother. Yeah, absolutely. You got to charge it to the game, man. Emailed you about one of those Real Kenz TV, man. It's the email, Yahoo. Okay, Mike. Zone 6. Jason Barnes, Zone 6. People say he's a racist. Talking about Trump, I'm presuming. I just think he's way too controversial. He's controversial. Donald Trump is just if you ask me, just a regular guy, man. Everybody wants the president to be this perfect individual. Remember when Obama was in office, right? They found out he smoked cigarettes back in the day. Oh, he smoked cigarettes. They expect the president to just be a non-human being, man. And that's so not. Uh, who can do that? You know what I mean? We flesh. I ain't got no problem with Trump. I don't. I'm not saying that I'm pushing for him. I'm not saying that I'm pushing against him. I'm saying I don't have no problem with Trump, man. Trump let a lot of people out of prison. A lot of people was getting money. I understand that they say, well, we had to pay that money back and things of that nature, but I've seen Trump do more for the people than I've seen any other president do. So how can you have a problem with an individual that you've seen do things for people? The people, the upper echelon, as far as money-wise and middle class, maybe they didn't, but the people that's at the bottom of the barrel, man, we seen Trump, and, he showed out for us, so I ain't got no problem with Trump, man. I ain't never had a problem with him. Why would I have a problem with him all of a sudden because he's running for president? I got a problem with the people that's not double tapping their screen. Hitting that like button. That's why I ain't told no stories. Ain't nobody, Somebody just sent me a cash app. I couldn't see, but whoever sent that, I appreciate it. $ Kenz, KNZ 1000. I appreciate that. Shout out to Dixie Smalls. It's his birthday. Not Biggie Smalls. Dixon. Or actually Dixie. Dixie Small. Shout out to Dixie Smalls. His birthday. Pat. You know what? I know I've said this before. The next time I go live, I'm going to let you know. These trolls is on here tonight. I'm just ignoring them, though. I ain't really tripping. You know what I mean? What's up with you, though? I did my first interview tonight. For y'all that didn't hear me earlier, it'll be available in the morning. I still got to edit it and do the proper things to it. Hopefully, y'all can hear it because I'm so used to doing the interviews in my car, and the phone is probably within 3 feet, from me. So now I'm interviewing an individual, and the camera's a little bit further, so you can't really hear his voice. So when you do hear it, you're gonna probably have to have a nice, headphones, or listening to it in the car on Bluetooth or what have you, because it's not the best of audio. But it's my first interview, and it's coming along. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Slim Bo, any stories for us? Yeah, I got a story. I got plenty of stories. What y'all want to hear a story about? Appreciate that, Reginald Brown. People don't troll unless you make a noise. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. I really don't pay him no mind. Warrior 2029. Get a shout out. Absolutely. Shout out to Warrior 2029. Dallas Cowboys, we suck. I know. What's up, Deborah? Hey, Kenz. I'm so glad I caught you live. Free Jay Williams. We all know that he'll be home soon. I love you, boy. So much love, peace, and joy from the Chi-Town. Chi-Town's in the building. And shout out to Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah always rocks with me. Thomas, Tennessee. We doing a whole lot of shout outs tonight. Diddy Glover. You must lose 150 pounds. You weirdo, I'm only 210. Dumb. I'm going to lose 150 pounds. I'm 210. It's 2:10. Where you been? Did you get my message? Hassan Campbell. What about Hassan Campbell? I like it. I like one of these trolls. This is Hassan Campbell's backup. Yeah, I guess I am for now. I fool with Hassan Campbell though. I really do. He's a monster. He's a gorilla in this game. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. He stole my rewind, so I know he knows who I am. But even if he don't, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Hey, Lil Nasty said, you got 67 likes, that's enough. Hey, that is funny, man. I like that, man. Y'all double tap his screen. I need, like, return their cash app. You don't need their money. I do need them. I need everybody's money, and everybody needs my money. Everybody needs, it's just a circulation that just goes around. $ Kenz, KNZ 1000. That's the cash app. Respectfully. Nah, Pat, you've been hating on my Cowboys for too long, and I'm sick of this. We're gonna talk about this. I'm coming to see. Matter of fact, I'm coming to Texas to see you. We're gonna talk about you hating on my Cowboys. We're gonna talk about you hating on my Cowboys, Miss Pat. Any Tucker Fisher, any dudes you think could be boxers in there? The scariest moment in there that you saw or been in? Okay. I'm going to tell you this, Tucker Fisher. Ask me, do I think that, or have I seen anybody in prison that I feel as though could have been boxers? And the scariest moment that I've seen or been in. Think about prison. You don't see a whole lot of head-up fights. Typically, something happens to where somebody gets snuck, hit from behind, from the side, hit with a lock and a sock, canned good, green beans or whatever canned good that's in a can. Put in a sock and you sock somebody. I've seen a lot of fights in prison. I'm going to say the most gruesome fight that I've probably seen that it didn't involve any weapons. And I've told this story on my channel, but I'll tell it again live tonight. Y'all double tap that screen, man. Double tap the screen before I get mad. Respectfully. That like button. Most gruesome fight that I've seen in prison. And shout out to Tucker Fisher, because I'm answering his question specifically. I want to say I was at a camp. Camp is a place where there's no fence. Remember the movie Life? Around here, we don't need no fence. We got ourselves the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss. The gun line, they didn't have no fence. Well, this particular camp that I was at, they didn't have a guards tower that had a gun, but they didn't have a fence. So if you run off, guess what? Just run off. When they catch you, they're going to give you an escape charge. Double tap the screen. Y'all need 400 more likes. And so, there was an individual that was in a cell. I don't even remember his name. But he was in his cell. He was in his area because we didn't have individual cells. We had like open pods, like an army barracks. 4-man pods. Probably had 50 men in each different unit. Each dorm. Now, when I say dorm, you got a dorm. Well, actually, it's one dorm, but you got bays. So let me make that clear. You got bays. So it's one dorm, So it's dorm A, right? But you have A bay, B bay, C bay, D bay, and E bay. Each bay holds 50 people. You had an individual that was sitting in there, a white guy, didn't bother nobody, man. He was probably, at the time, if I can recall, maybe 30, probably 40 years old at most. Kind of walked with a hump. Didn't stand straight up, walked with a hump. Couldn't weigh no more than 170, 175 pounds. Thin dude, slender. He's probably about 5'11", if I had to guess. Got a big black dude comes in from the weight pile. They both live in the same cube. You had cubes. 4 people to a cube. 2 beds on this side, 2 beds on this side. You got a bottom rack, upper rack. You got a table that's at the head of the cube, and then everybody has an individual locker. That's where the cube was based. And the cube was separated by a wall that was probably 4 feet high. Next wall's a different cube. Next wall's a different cube. It was his birthday. He's sitting on his bed, and you could buy a cheesecake from the commissary. So he's eating his cheesecake, and you could just tell, man, he was so excited. He was so happy because this is his birthday. You know, you have to have small victories, small things that make you feel good while you're in prison. He had just started to eat his cheesecake, actually. And the black dude came in, young dude, man. He was young. He might have been 24, 25, big black dude, man. You know what I mean? Came in from the weight pile. He got his shirt off. He's swole. He's walking, stomping through the dorm. He's lifting 350, 360 in the weight pile. He feeling himself. He loud, obnoxious. Makes a lot of people nervous just with his sounds, the way that he speaks, the way that he talks. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Just talk like Ja Rule, the rapper. If y'all don't know who Ja Rule is, Google it. It's murder! You know, he had that real intimidating voice. He comes in the queue. He sees dude eating his cheesecake. Man, let me get a piece of that cheesecake, man. Man, it's my birthday, man. I'm just trying to... Now, mind you, cheesecake is not a large. It's small. It's relatively small. Like the little instant boxes of cheesecakes that you can buy at the grocery store. That's what they sell in the joint, in the penitentiary. So your cheesecake is not really going to be that, it's instant. You provide your own milk. You probably grab some milk from the child. You know what I mean? You whip it up or whatever. Throw it in the freezer, cool or whatever, and let it sit for some hours. You got your cheesecake. You get a piece of that cheesecake, bro. Man, I would, man, but it's my birthday, man. It's the only thing I want for my birthday, man. I'm trying to enjoy. Man, let me get a piece of that cheesecake. Man, it's my birthday, bro. Black. We just gonna refer to the youngin' as black because he was a black gorilla. That's what he was. He was a gorilla. Now, when I say gorilla, not figure, I'm saying this dude was a gorilla, like big, huge. 24, 25 years old. You got a dude over here. We're just gonna refer to him as Stan. Wasn't his real name, but we're just gonna say, nah, man. Now Stan was one of them guys to get your shirt off his back. Never really said no, but this particular time, he wanted to enjoy his cheesecake. Man, piece of that motherfucking cake, man, nigga. So, bro, I'm trying to eat my cake, man. Let me do me. Black goes over to him. Sticks his finger right in the cheesecake, man. Sticks his finger right in Stan's cheesecake, man. Oh, bro. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to stick your finger in my cheesecake? Man, I asked you for a piece of motherfucking cheesecake, nigga. Bro, I don't bother nobody. Why would you do that? Why? Stan's sitting on his bunk. He's sitting down. He's on the bottom bunk. Black is standing up. You got a problem? Do something. Where I'm from, we don't talk about it. We be about it. If you don't like it, do something. Look, bro, I don't got no problem with you, man. I don't have no issues. I just really, really wish you hadn't done it, man. Me and you are better than that, bro. I'm not your bro, man. Proceeds to go in and stick his finger in the cheesecake again. Stan is kind of just looking at him like, oh my goodness. You just don't even know what you've just done. But at the time, nobody really knew because Stan never really got upset. You never seen him act out of pocket. You never seen Stan act any particular way, but just who he was, just calm, cool, collected. Black, he's jumping around. He's still hyped from being in the weight pile. He done threw up 350, 360, maybe even 400 that day. So the adrenaline is still, yeah, anybody don't like it, man, yeah, he's going through that. Stan stands up. They're about the same height. Like I said, Black is just big. Black had to be weighing in at about, I don't know, Black had to be 250. Stan's 170, 175 at best. 15, 16 years older, bro. Why did you do that? I asked you and I told you, man, this is for my birthday. Please, man. Please, just leave me alone. I don't want no problems. Black has continued. Thank you for the donation, whoever sent that. I can't see it now, but I'll get to it. I appreciate it. Black is like, man, it's whatever. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever. Stan's like, listen, man. He's pleading. He's begging him, please. 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 Black starts to feel as though Stan is threatening him. Like, damn, bro, you keep asking me. You keep saying please as though you're going to do something. Whatever. I mean, what you want to do? Black squares up with him. Squares up means, you put your hands up. You ready to fight. Stan is still sitting there. Please, dog. Please. Stop. Please. I'm asking. I'm trying to go home. You done ruined my birthday. You done ruined my cheesecake. But I'm willing to let that go. Just stop, please. Black's still running his mouth, man. Next thing you know, one word leads to the next. Black runs up on Stan as though he's going to really swing. Now, we're in a kind of a closed off area, but it's still a couple feet, still a few feet, in between the two. Runs up on Stan. Bam! 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 I'm talking about he hit Black with probably a 5-piece. Now, when I say a 5-piece, there's a difference because you have people that swing in a fight, right? I've seen people that swing wow like this. I've seen people that swing, but I've seen people that boom, 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 like flush. And his punches, you could tell, like he threw from the shoulders. He really knew how to throw a punch. It was quite obvious that after the first couple punches, this dude Stan knew something because he connected. Got this little white dude, 5'11", 175 pounds, fighting this gorilla, 6 foot, 6'1", 250, 260, 15, 16 years younger, strong, aggressive, and he couldn't do nothing. Every punch that Stan hit him with just connected. Like, you ever seen somebody just get hit? And like, because I've been in a lot of fights, so you can get hit and it's like, okay, somebody barely nicks your jaw, barely nicks your chin, or barely nicks your nose. Just boom, boom, like boom, boom, like connect flush. I know he hit him 5-6 times straight. Boom, 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 boom. Black is out on his feet. And it happened so fast. It's an individual that didn't even stand up straight. He kind of walked with a limp. Or not a limp, but he had kind of like a hunch in his back. Black hits the wall. Little 4-foot wall I was telling you all about. 3-foot wall, however high it is. He's out on his feet. I've seen people get knocked out on their feet. Stan, he don't let up. Boom, boom, boom. boom, 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 boom. I mean, he's hitting him, and I'm talking about, you can hear it just like, that's how it sounded every time he hit him. And he never missed. And every punch that he hit him with was just fun, and he wouldn't stop. He, boom, boom, hit him, woke him up. Hit him a couple more times, he fall back to sleep. Finally, he falls down. He kind of slides down the wall a little bit. He's on the ground. He's out. He's totally out of it. When he falls to the ground, he's not like laid all the way down, like the wall's kind of holding him up. Stan hits him a couple more times. Boom, boom. Every punch that he threw connected. 10, 11 punches, every last punch connected. There was so much blood in the cube area. There was 2 styrofoam trays. You know, like the little styrofoam boxes or whatever. There was blood all in the styrofoam boxes from Black. Because when he was hitting him, blood was just flying out. Somebody must have ran and got the COs or whatever, because Stan wasn't going to stop. Black was probably going to be unalive just by Stan's bare hands. This is a dude that weighed 170, 175 pounds at best. What a lot of people didn't know, nobody knew. Stan used to take MMA and boxing. He knew how to use his hands, but you didn't know because he never bothered anybody. We're at camp. We're not at the penitentiary like with the lions, tigers, goons, birds, or whatever behind them fences, behind them walls. But this dude was a gorilla. He was a lions, tigers, and bird, but he was just a, you know what I mean? He was a humble type individual. Police came in, pulled Stan to the side, cuffed him or whatever, took him to the hole. When they took Black out of there, the infirmary wasn't going to do it. He had to go to the hospital. They didn't have to airlift him because we were close, so they came, they took him to the hospital. I ended up seeing Black years later out on the streets. I never seen him again in the penitentiary system, but I seen him in the streets. And when he seen me, he came up to me, "What's up, bro?" Years later, probably 10 years later. It was never mentioned. It was in a nightclub, so I couldn't really see his face like that. And I wasn't really particularly staring at his face. But I did remember that day, that evening, that Stan beat the brakes off of Black. They never charged him. He got sent, he got a write-up. They sent him to another prison. I think the write-up didn't even stand. The write-up was dismissed. They brought him back to the camp. Ended up going home a few months later. That was probably the most heinous beatdown Tucker Fisher that I ever seen in prison, man. And this wasn't even behind the walls. He beat that boy to death, man. Never judge a book by its cover. You never know, just because you're in the county jail, the most violence goes on in the county jail. Because you're not in prison, you can get around and walk around, and just, if you need to take a walk or just be by yourself, or your family comes to visit you, it's a contact visit, and you're not talking through somebody or to somebody through a glass for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, definitely. He beat that boy's face off, man. So it's probably the most heinous beating that I've ever seen in prison. Just like, what's one of them? I seen a few, but it was so gruesome to where you just didn't even want to look, and even when you turn your head, it was still gruesome because you heard it like beat him, man. Terry Brown, best athlete you ever been locked up with? I don't know, man. There's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of athletes you see in prison. I don't know. I can't really give you a name. It's a whole lot of athletes, man, that should be at somebody's college, and a few of them should be in somebody's pro league. From softball, Eric Lyles. I'll tell you about Eric Lyles, and I'm going to interview him. I've already got it locked in. I've already talked to him. Actually, I did my first interview today, and it'll be available in the morning. Eric Laos was supposed to be my first person that I interviewed, but just so happens to where it didn't work out that way. But I'm definitely gonna interview him. Shout out to the boy E Laos. E Laos, black dude, probably 6'3", 6'3 and a half, athlete, man. Tall, slender, dark skinned brother, wore glasses, man, was a super athlete. I'm talking about this dude, man. We came up playing ball together, same age. Baseball was a beast. He could pitch. Could play the field. He could hit for power. He gonna hit 5 or 6 home runs. That's a lot. That's good. That's good. Back in the day, you only played 20 games regular season. Eric Laos, E Laos is gonna hit 5, 6, 7 home runs. The football team, man, he played quarterback. Had a strong arm. Basketball team, man, like I said, he's 6'3", 6'4", or 6'4". He could play point guard, two guard, small forward. He was just a good athlete, but he had kind of his attitude wasn't the best in the world. So he would always, sometimes he'd find himself on the bench. Shouldn't have been judged based on talent, but because he'd get into it with the coach from time to time, not always. Elias was coming out of high school, and something happened his senior year. To where he got on the coach's bad side, they benched him. Elias was supposed to be drafted in baseball because at the time there was a high school in Lexington, Kentucky called Lafayette High School. In the 90s, Lafayette was the 80s and the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Pro prospects. Dudes was getting drafted straight out of high school. Yeah, the individual that was the coach, Coach Chandler, Steve Chandler, y'all can Google everything that I'm saying. He later went on to be a scout for the Yankees, the New York Yankees. He was the coach of Lafayette. They was winning state championships or what have you. And Elias, man, was a beast, man. Like I said, he was starting young on the football team as a quarterback, sophomore quarterback. Starting on the baseball team, playing on the basketball team, getting plenty of clocks, man. Just his attitude wasn't the greatest. I know that the Cincinnati Reds were supposed to draft him. He got into some trouble his senior year, and he ended up going to the pen, man. Or he ended up catching a case. Caught a case, violated the probation. None of the colleges want to pick him up because he's a felon now. So he goes to the prison. When he goes to prison, he serves, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I don't even know if he served 3 or 4 years, but he comes home. He had been home for 6 days. He done jumped right back into the game. He jumped right back into the game, man. They caught a case 6 days later. Went back to prison for 10 flat. That's when I originally hooked up with him and ran across him. We was at Lee Adjustment Center in Beattyville, Kentucky in 2001. He had to do 10 straight before he had an opportunity to get out. Apparently he must have got locked up in 2000 because when I ran across him in 2001, he was only a year in. This dude was a super athlete, man. He played on a softball team and they would have to walk him. They wouldn't even pitch the ball to him because anytime they did, the ball was going to go over the fence. Not just over the fence, like way in the parking lot. He's breaking car windows. He's hitting it. Like Elias was that guy, man. Plenty of other individuals that I can think of that went to the pen. I just told a story about super athletes being in prison. But Eric Laos, was an individual that I can think of that was a super athlete in the pen. I got you, Deborah. I'm not worried about these trolls. They make me laugh. Some of them I answer. We got a white boy salivating. That's funny, man. reading the comments. Y'all can ask me whatever. What up, Rick Ross? Oh, what's good, man? Y'all beware, Kenz got caught talking and trying to meet up. And buzz. What's good, JP? JP's in the building. You know what I mean? Got New Zealand in the house, like kitchen sinks. Shout out to New Zealand. I never been there, but perhaps I can get there. New Zealand is in the building. That's crazy, man. Somebody said I'm a horrible storyteller. All right. I'm a horrible storyteller. Teller. Well, yeah, Miss Pat. Yeah, Miss Deborah. Yeah, he was. He definitely was, man. I was gonna donate, but you won't share your bussy story. Well, don't donate. I don't care if you donate or if you don't. To be honest. Xavier Henry, have you ever seen someone getting in a fight about to drop one, flush one? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Do prisons really have underground fight clubs hosted by the wardens? Man, you need to quit watching so many movies, man. That's movie shit. It may go on. I ain't never seen it, though. Joseph Carter, do you still DoorDash? No, I don't. I don't. One of the last times I DoorDash, man, I'm going to tell you, and this has nothing to really do with DoorDash, but this is one of the last times that I did DoorDash, man. I was riding and I had just completed an order, delivered an order. It was raining outside, man. Like it was raining really, really heavily. And I seen a elderly man, and he was down in the yard, and he had fallen. Like he was just laying there in the grass. And I'm like, what the heck? I see this man laying out in the yard. Stop the car. Sir, you okay? He wasn't really saying anything. I'm like, sir, you okay? He's like, I fell, man. I fell. So I'm like, okay. I parked the car. And I got out and I walked over to him. And this dude was a gorilla, man. Like, this dude was probably 6'3", and he was a big dude, man. Like, he wasn't, fat or anything like that. Like, you could just tell he probably played linebacker or something back in the day. He was a big dude, man. Probably weighing 260, 270, like just a big dude. But he was older, probably in his 60s, maybe 70. I'm trying to help him get up, but he can't really get him up. Pause, double pause. I'm trying to help him get up off the ground. I see a car driving past simultaneously as, while I'm trying to help him get up. There's a white lady. She was like, is he okay? Is he okay? Yeah, I'm trying to get him up. Once again, pause. What I say, trying to get him up, trying to get him off the ground. It took a long time. The rain is coming down. The rain is crazy. Now it's starting to rain harder. His wife comes at the time I didn't know it was his wife, but I'm presuming that it's his wife. She comes to the door. She sees me trying to help him or what have you. It takes me a minute. I'm talking about this dude, and then it's very difficult because the rain. So when I'm trying to grab his hand and pull him up, you know what I mean? finally get him up off the ground, man. Now, mind you, at this time, I'm fresh off of a hernia surgery. So I hadn't even barely been back to work long enough because I had a hernia surgery on I had a hernia in my belly button, lifting a whole lot of heavy weights. Some of you weirdos and geeks would never know anything about it. I had lifted so many weights to where I caught a hernia in my belly button. I had gone back to work or whatever, but I wasn't at full strength. But I couldn't let this elderly man just lay on the ground. And it was kind of cold outside too. It wasn't freezing, but it was kind of cold outside. Get him up, he falls again. He was weak in the legs. I don't know exactly what the problem was. Y'all double tap that screen, man. I'm trying to get to 500 likes, man. Double tap the screen for a like. It takes 2 seconds. We're walking to the porch. As I mentioned, a lady had driven past probably 5 minutes prior. It's a white lady. She looking out she comes back through. I'm walking him to the porch at this point. He's out, he's up, she runs over and tries to help. I done already got him up off the ground. Police pull up. They came fast. I mean, they arrived, man, they got there so fast. She's over there, she's talking to the police. She done told the police that I've assaulted this white man, this white elderly man. Police is handling me real tough. The dude, he's not really, the ambulance is called. He's not really in his right frame of mind. The wife, she's tending to her husband, trying to make sure. So at that particular time, police have a problem with me. Because based on what this white lady said when she called the police. Come to find out, she had some affiliation with this guy. I don't know if she used to be his nurse or I can't remember, but she had some sort of affiliation. So she called the police, basically making it as though I knocked him down and I was assaulting him. So when the police came and they seen me, based upon what she said, they were aggressive towards me. They had me over, they cuffed me. Wasn't arrested, but I was just being detained for my personal protection. You all gonna put cuffs on me for my personal protection. Dude couldn't say anything. He's on the stretcher or whatever. He's in the ambulance. The wife tells the police before they pull off, no, that young man helped my husband. If it wasn't for him, he helped my husband up off the ground. I don't know what she's talking about. He helped my husband. Cop comes over to me. I'm telling him, like, yeah, man, they let me out of the cuffs. Could have turned tragic, but it didn't. But it just goes to show that's why a lot of people, they get mad at me because I'm so adamant about P. Diddy should be given an opportunity to be out and fight his case, because people will say any and everything and the people would just believe. Do I believe he did some of that? Yeah. Do I believe he sex trafficked? No. Do I believe he was kidnapping anybody? No. Do I believe he needs to go and do about 10 years? Well, maybe not 10 years, 6, 7 years? Yeah. But a life sentence? No. But I understand that people will say any and everything, especially once 3 or 4, 5, 6 people said it. Then you got people that are going to jump on the gravy train. In this particular situation, this lady that didn't know me from Adams just didn't, and called the police, man, and said that I see a black man that's assaulted an elderly white man. And all the while, I just try to help him. Crazy, man. So that's the last time I door dashed, man. Got to be careful, man. We still live in a racist world. Just, you got a lot of people that don't want to admit that because they don't know. You're not black, so you don't know. Hey, you're always talking racism. Why you got to play the race card? Because that's what it is. If you're not, it's a black thing. And if you're not black, you will never know it, and you'll never in life understand it. So don't try to understand it. Shut the fuck up. How about them cowgirls? Hey, what up, Parlay? Disgusted. Threw away all my stuff. I got I got one hoodie and one jacket, and my daughter bought me for Christmas. Jerry Jones and them ain't gonna get out the way. I'm done with them, man. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I might go be a Steelers fan. I like Tomlin. I might switch over and be a Steelers fan. But the Cowboys, I'm done, man. Terry Brown, I grew up with a lot of Eli's. Coach some too. They let you cats play football in the yard. Nah, we couldn't play football in the yard. Now, I was at a prison where they said that we could play. We had a football, but it was supposed to be touch. But you know, touch football turns into tackle, then it turns into fights. So nah, they should have a football like the longest yard. They should, but they don't. They should though. Xavier, you ever seen someone getting in a fight about drop one, flush one? I seen somebody get the brakes beat off of them on the toilet. Yeah, I have. When you flush, when you sitting on the toilet in prison, you flush. Even if you don't drop one, you just flush. Just it's a courtesy flush. So you might hear somebody say, "Hey man, what beats a straight?" Speaking of poker, what beats a straight in poker? A flush. But at first you don't know that. What beats a straight, man? Huh? What beats a straight? What beats a straight? You don't know. Basically, they telling you to flush. Got people, man, that sit there, man, and it's stinking real bad, and they laugh and they thinking they ain't nothing. Seen the dude get the brakes beat off of him on the toilet. Yep, definitely have. I definitely have, man. Just going through some of these. Kenz, you must like these weirdos. Pat, nah, I just don't pay them. I don't pay them no attention. I just ignore them. I can already tell, like, if I start reading the first couple words, I just ignore them. No big deal. Tucker Fisher, do dudes get trained on how to fight in there? Not really. Now, you might have some people that it's a hustle. So, like, the dude that I got in a fight with, 2013, Josh Kozart, he's out of, he was a pro fighter. Now, he didn't have a lot of fights because he had just turned pro. Then he went to prison, about 6'7". Dude was a gorilla, man. 265, 270. Dude was an absolute gorilla, man. So, people knew about him in the western part of Kentucky. And he would train people and he would charge them, so much a month or so much a week or whatever. And he would train them to fight because he was a pro MMA fighter. So, in that form, yeah. But other than that, nah, you don't have like lessons. They got punching bags, they got the speed bags, they got the heavy bags. Excuse me. They got the MMA gloves, they got stuff like that, but kind of self-taught unless somebody else is, gonna help you. But yeah. Damn, Kenz, you be dragging stories on, bro. Well, let me tell you. Sometimes I do stretch a story out because I know that people like the longer stories. So if I just come right on here and I say, hey, guess what? I was at a liquor store and I seen a dude robbing the dude and he went in and robbed him. And then when he came out, I tripped him up or somebody tripped him up. And then the police came, then they arrested him. Then, man, he went to jail and he got 15 years. You have to, it's kind of like a TV show, right? When you watch a TV show or a movie, they don't just go straight to you have to kind of, can't get straight to the storyline or straight to the conclusion. Well, if it gets boring, what was the Padre? Then don't watch it. Go watch another channel. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Christmas 87, it's just not about blacks when it comes to race. Well, who's it about? I ain't say it was just about blacks. Weirdo, goofball. Oftentimes it is. I don't know who else it's about. I know what I see on TV. I know what I experience. I know that what friends around me have experienced. But you're right, it's not just about blacks. It's like them 5 officers in Memphis, I think, just got convicted for killing another black man. So no, it's not. But typically, that's just what it is, man. I've just noticed that for whatever reason, some, not all, some white people hate when you talk about race. Man, it's just what it is, man. I don't understand just because you're not racist, just because you don't understand it, and that's cool. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You're not gonna understand it. And that's cool, that's perfectly fine. So when a person brings up race, because oftentimes it is about race. The young lady that was coming out of it was a couple years ago. She was coming out of the store. I think it was a liquor store. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but she was coming out of a store. They said that she had stole some items. Police came. You had one officer there. He was talking to her. Officer, I don't know what you're speaking of. Then you had another officer that pulled up on the scene. Get out of the car. Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not. She had her daughter with her. Get out of the car. You screaming and you hollering, you yelling. Who wants to get out of the car and you see somebody screaming and hollering like that? That racist kind of tone in your voice. Get out of the car. Young lady, why are you yelling and screaming? She goes to pull her car off. She's not even going 5 miles an hour. He shoots her. Bam, bam. Unalives her. Guess what? He feared for his life. Now, what was that? What do you call that then? What do you call that? She wasn't even going 5 miles an hour. She has a little daughter in the car, and you fire into the car. Bow, bow. Over some theft, alleged theft charges of some liquor. What do you call that? I just want to know, what do you call that? Joseph Carter, what up, big homie? If you're not that color, you'll never understand. Exactly. It's just what it is. Nobody's trying to make this a race thing. We're trying to make it a true thing. That's what it is, man. That's just what it is. But again, some of these people, they'll never understand it because they don't face when they're pulled over by the police or when they're approached by the police, probably never even approached by the police. But when they are, it's totally different, and they'll never understand. Oh, man, you always want to make it race, man. Everything ain't about race. A lot of it is, man. A lot of these police officers is straight up racist, man. And if they weren't, you would never see them doing the things that they do, knowing that they're being recorded, knowing that there's cameras, knowing that there's people around, but you can't help it because it's already embedded in your mind. Like the lady that shot the dude and that was laying on his stomach, cuffs behind his back. You got officers holding his legs, and because he's squirming and you shoot him in his back, and guess what? And get 2 years. And why? Because you say that you thought that it was your taser. So if you don't call that racist, what the fuck is it? What is it? You got a man laying on his stomach, whether he's black, he's white, he's Chinese, he's Mexican, whatever, and he's squealing a little bit. Have you ever been in handcuffs? And they cuffed, and you got them cuffs behind your back, and they got them like so tight to where you can't. What threat are you? And you go in and grab your gun and shoot him in his back while he's laying on the ground, subdued by 4 other officers? And you say, oh, you thought it was your taser. What do you call that? Please help me explain it. Please help me explain it. Why you capping the guards control the prisons? They do. All booty TV. Well, it explains that. But I will address the guards do control the prisons as long as the prisoners want them to control it. Because when the prisoners riot in North Point Training Center, 2009, did the officers control the prisons then? Yeah, they controlled it once they got everybody laying on their stomach and they got the firing shots and all that. Now y'all tough. Y'all didn't control it when them inmates was running loose. Google it. North Point Training Center. Riot. Prison riot. Danville, Kentucky. 2009. COs didn't control the prison then. They scary ass was running everywhere. Yeah, them inmates was on the loose. Yeah, we see who controlled the prison for a second. Yeah, ultimately they gained control over the prison. Now they tough. They got everybody laid out in the yard on their stomach with the zip ties on them and, around their wrist or whatever. Yeah, now they tough. Bitches wasn't tough when it was going down. Nah, they wasn't tough then. There's a whole lot of, help me. Yeah. It's a fact. Google it. It's crazy when you don't know exactly, but you can't tell them. Let them think whatever they want to think, man. Let them think whatever they want to think, bro. Yeah, I'm denouncing the Cowboys. F the Cowboys. Bro got swag. Appreciate you, bro. Are dudes that work out in the penitentiary bodies harder than dudes that work out in the gyms? I hear that a lot. Well, I don't know about nobody's body being harder, you know. But I tell you what, when you work out in the pen, man, you got more time to work out. For a minute, they didn't even make you have a job or go to school in prison. When I first went to prison in 2001, so you got dudes that work out in the morning, come back in the afternoon, then work out in the evening. So you gonna, when you come home, or if you don't come home, you're gonna be a straight gorilla, man. Yeah, get to work out more, get to spend more time working out. Nashville's in the building. I appreciate it. Keep it 100. Shout out to Nashville. I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate that, Joseph Carter. I know they hate the slim boat. I know they hate to hear the truth because they don't want the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They think that every time, a black person screams race, that we're just screaming race. No, this has been going on for years. It's just now starting to gain some attention, man. I mean, black people, just people in general. You know what I'm saying? Because the police, man, are rotten, man. As an organization, as a whole, they're rotten. But you know how many black people that's been in prison, that's been what's the individual? They just executed a man not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and I cannot remember his name. I did a story, I had a story on deck to do about him, and everybody was saying he's innocent. The prosecutor even said, "Hey, I think we got the wrong individual, man. I think I got this wrong," and they still executed him, man. And I'm gonna do a story on that. It just happened. If anybody knows off the top of their head, jump in the comments and let me know. The prosecutor, you never see that. White prosecutor came across and said, "Hey, I don't think this guy did it. We need a stay of clemency," or whatever they call it. And the governor, he did not do it, and they executed the man, and he didn't even do it. What do you call that? Huh? What do you call that? The prosecutor said there was a mistake made and he doesn't believe that this individual committed this crime, and yet the governor paid it no mind and executed him. I know JP. On the next one, I will. I will. I got some people that's gonna be moderators. I just sometimes when I go live, I just pop up and go live. So it's never really scheduled. So it's hard for me to really get with the moderators because I'll be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go live tonight. So it needs to be more scheduled. It needs to be more professional or whatever. So I just pay them no mind. Free Diddy, there's no proof. Absolutely free Diddy. At least, free him. He still needs to face these charges, but free him and let him fight his charges from outside of a jail cell. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. JP, um, I got a couple moderators. Real Kenz TV at Yahoo. Real Kenz TV at Yahoo. Hit me up. My next live. I usually go live on Mondays, Tuesdays, one of the two. I'm gonna have some moderators because tonight it's it's been a I've emailed you, homie. I think you know what? I did get your email. I just didn't recognize your name, and you said something about being a moderator. I made you up. I got it. I checked my emails. I definitely got it. That's my word. I definitely got it. You don't have to schedule anything. Just click our names now. Click your name. Add as a moderator. Okay. Okay, Miss Pat. You are a moderator. So what now? What we gonna do? What's it gonna be? Him or me? We could cruise the world with pearls, gator boots for girls. Pat, don't make me come to Texas. For real. Because if I do, you may not want me to leave. Respectfully. I can't believe I don't have more likes, man. All it takes is to double tap the screen. Hey, Miss Pat ain't gonna play no games. All the foolery, they gone. She's been telling me, and I didn't know it was just that simple. They're gonna be gone. They can go hate on somebody else's channel. But I never really took it personal because I just always thought it was so funny that people, out of all the things that they could be doing with their lives, would jump on somebody else's live that they don't even know and just hate. You know what I mean? It's different, when you do it. Watch this, and you won't want to leave. Okay, but you could be doing anything in the world, but you want to go on YouTube and hate on people's channel. Boogie with a big Mountain Dew. What up, Big Pimp? What's good, bro? You know what I mean? I got the enforcer in the house. Miss Pat's up. I got the enforcer in the house, man. She's not playing no games. If you get wrong, you're going to get gone. If you get wrong, you going to get gone. Miss Pat's up there in Houston with Jay Prince and Rap A Lot Records and them, and I think she knows them. So if you deal with Miss Pat, you might have to deal with Jay Prince and them. I don't think y'all want that. Whole lot of haters on there. Whole lot of just trolls. And like I said, it's not really. It doesn't bother me. But what happens is what I learned. It makes it bad on for the other individuals that are trying to enjoy the channel and enjoy and get in and comment and things of that nature. It makes it bad for them, and I get it, and that's my fault. Miss Pat's been trying to do this for the longest, but I can be a little stubborn at times, and that's what it is. Yeah, Miss Pat, get these weirdos out of here. I'm still coming to Houston though. So what's up, y'all? We got the weirdos out of here. Anybody got any other subjects they want to talk about? We didn't talk about P. Diddy. We didn't talk about. Oh, you know something I want to address too. I don't know how many rap fans we got on here, but that's why I wanted to volunteer to do it. I'm one of a few channels, and it's nice to keep chats appropriate. I appreciate you, JP. I definitely do. I've had, and I promise you, I did get your emails. I did, and I still, have it. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate that. Somebody sent me an email. They want me to come to Seattle and talk to some kids, do a speaking engagement in November or December. It's not a tentative date set yet, and I think I'm gonna do it. I'm not making anything off of it, but guess what? It's not about money. I think I'm gonna go to Seattle and speak to the kids because ultimately I want this thing to turn into a situation where I go and I speak to, just motivate people, whether it's kids, inmates, former inmates, people that's dealing with addictions, whatever the case may be. I want to get into public speaking. So I think I'm going to go and do it. Man, the random agony scream, well, keep it 100 says, man, the random agony scream about the Cowboys in your last video had me in tears. I feel your pain because my Titans had me the same way. I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick. I'm sick. I had people say, well, why would you expect anything any different being that every year this is the same thing? You're right. Just some of the losses we've taken at home and just the agony of defeat, just the way that it's been done in the blowouts. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Ah! Damn! I'm sick. Since becoming a YouTuber, are you now sometimes recognized by the people in the public showing love, and are you excited or just appreciative for the love that they showed? That's a good question, Joseph Carter. I do get recognized. I'm not a big YouTuber yet, but I do get recognized here and there. I was at work the other day, and my manager, him and I having because they switched me locations. The location that I've been at for 3 years, they had 3+ years. They closed down, so we moved to another location. So I stayed there for maybe about 2 weeks, and then they said, hey, we're getting rid of the driver, so you can stay as an in-store worker, or you can go to one of the other stores, one of the 3 remaining stores that have drivers. I want to drive. I don't want to work in store. I'm cool being a driver, right? So I go to this other store the second night. The manager and I, we bump heads. It was probably me overreacting. We bump heads, and we didn't say anything to each other for a couple weeks. And the other day I was working, and he came up to me and said, hey, bro, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, man? He said, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I said, yeah, I've had my channel for about 16, 17 months. He was like, oh, wow, man. It's something that I, want to get into. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, man. So he's like, yeah, I checked out a couple of your videos, man. And I like your style, or, whatever he said. He was complimenting me. I was like, yeah, I appreciate that, man. But I do have people that recognize me sometimes, man, because I don't say anything to anyone. I was in the store the other day. Hey, bro, I see you on YouTube. You be doing the prison and shit. That's what you be doing, the prison and shit. Yeah, man, the whole thing is keep kids out of prison. Yeah. So yeah, I do, but you know, I do. It never goes to my head because it's just I don't care if I got 500,000 subscribers. It never go to my head. I just want to help people. That's my whole objective is to help people. Miss Pat's getting them out of here. Boogie with the Mountain Dew, kicking out the weirdos, then talking about P Diddy. What's wrong? Hold up. So let me ask you this, Boogie. What's wrong with talking about P Diddy? I mean, is it not a topic? Is it not a subject? What's wrong with talking about P Diddy? Man, y'all might as well join the Steelers and that man Justin Fields. Yeah, the Steelers are winning though. That's the thing. And I need to probably. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be the team that I go to. That would be the team that I would definitely go to because I kind of like the Steelers sideways. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the Steelers, man. Kenz has to do it. I really think you should do it, Kenz. You never know who may influence or get. Yeah. Basically, Miss Deborah was saying she thinks that I should go to Seattle. I'm gonna do it. I think that if my schedule can align with, I'm gonna do it because they was like we'll pay for your flight and you your hotel and all that. I'm gonna do it because I want to make a difference in people's lives. See, when I got on YouTube initially, I knew that you could make money on YouTube, but I didn't really know everything that it consisted of. You know, then once I got on YouTube and I got to speaking with Jay Williams and Dante from the Dante Show Network, like I know they don't like me telling this, but it is what it is. These guys make major money, man. Like 20, 30, 40,000 a month, 50,000. Like these dudes make big money on YouTube. Once you get up in that 100,000 subscriber range, 15, 16, 17,000 a month easily, probably more than that. So yeah, you see the money, but I never really did it for money because I didn't know initially. When I started my channel, I didn't have anybody that's saying, hey, bro, you can make this, you can do this, you can do that. I didn't. And you have individuals like, say, a Jay Williams, right? I don't want to tell his business, but any of his public information. So I like Jay because Jay doesn't overdo it. Like me, I make videos pretty much every day because I'm still trying to get my channel out there, right? But you have a Jay Williams that has 340,000, 335,000 subscribers. He doesn't have to post videos every day. You may get a Jay Williams video once a week, once every 8 or 9 days. You may get 4 or 5 Jay Williams videos per month. That's all he has to do. He has the engagement. He has all the individuals that's going to watch his channel and posting 5 times a month. 35, 40,000 a month easily. And not just him, I'm just saying an individual in that in that situation or whatever. So you can make some serious money. You got millionaires that came from YouTube. But I never got into it for that. Still not. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy speaking with you all. I really do. Hey, Miss Pat is on the prowl. You heard me? Miss Pat is on the prowl. We trying to get them up to 100, man. We need 50. We need the screen to be double tapped twice because we need to get 15 more likes. Can y'all do that for me? Free Jay Williams, absolutely. Terry Brown, free. We gonna keep saying it till it's backwards, man. Jay Williams, man, to be home, and it's a matter of what's today, the 15th. It's a matter of, I ain't gonna say exactly because he don't want everybody to know exactly, and I don't even know the exact date. But I tell you what, I will tell you this: Jay Williams he'll be home. Put it that way. He's in the 20s. When I say the 20s, meaning he has 20-something days left, probably shorter. And he's home, man, telling the hottest stories on YouTube. I got some channels that I watch, man. Dante Show Network. He's hot. I like, y'all go check out Dante. Most of y'all probably already know about Dante from the Dante Show Network, but you got him that I watch. I love Trap Talk Blue. He's out of Detroit, Michigan. He's raw. When you watch Trap Talk, he's raw, but he's real about it. I watch Jay Williams. Those are the primarily. I'm gonna tell you who else I like. There's a guy out of California. There's a dude out of California, man, and 16 the life. 16 DA life. Dude had a life sentence in California, and he ended up getting out. I think he did 24 years straight. Had 16 plus life. It was something like that, life plus 16. But nevertheless, he's out, and he has a very, very entertaining channel, man. Y'all go check him out, man. Big homie, how about a video on how to make a swole? It's done different in a lot of prisons. You talk about eating, but you never show us what you working with the prison cooking. I am. That's another video I want to do. I'm gonna show y'all some of the things that I specialized in prison. Because in prison, the commissary is way, way better than what it is in the county jail. In the county jail, you can only get so much. But in prison, it's just like shopping at the grocery store. I specialized in pizzas. I know how to do cheesecakes, ice cream cakes, my wraps that I used to make, the Jack Mac on a bed of rice. I am gonna do a couple videos, man. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna definitely do a couple videos showing some of the prison spreads that we eat. Yeah, Miss Pat ain't messing around. Everybody sees Miss Pat, who you rock with in basketball. Man, I like the Lakers, man, but I'm more so of a LeBron fan. I don't like what he's doing with his son. Don't like it whatsoever. Don't like it. You know what I mean? I feel you, TB. Man, I catch you on the next one, man. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you chiming in, man. I understand it's getting late. I'm not going to be on here too much longer myself, but I appreciate you as always. Salute, man. But basketball, as far as NBA, I rock with the Lakers simply because of LeBron, but the NBA is just so watered down now. You know, you had the Jordan era, and then Kobe's gone, you know, and what LeBron's doing with his son, I don't like it, man. I don't like it at all. He shouldn't be in the NBA. He shouldn't be nowhere near the NBA. And you plotted this whole thing. You all planned this whole thing, scripted this whole thing, and I'm watching the draft, and they call his name, and he just breaks down in tears. And I understand he's a kid, but it's just like, come on, man, y'all taking other opportunities away from players that really, really need this. They come from nothing, man, and they should be in that league, but it's only 400 something spots in the NBA. Was it 420? And you giving this guy a spot, a 4-year guaranteed contract? Nah, man, I'm not feeling that. That really made me step back from LeBron. Really, really made me step back from LeBron, man. Because it's not cool. Miss Pat says Jay is one of my favorites, and I like G Street News. Stay out of the way, Trey. Joe Baker. Shout out to Joe Baker, man. Joe Baker shouted me out. I didn't even know who he was. No disrespect. I didn't even know who Joe Baker was. And people was telling me, hey, you got a shout out from Joe Baker, Joe Baker, Joe. And I'm like, who is Joe Baker? I didn't know. And I went and checked him out and I watched the video and he shouted me out, man. Man, shout out to Joe Baker, man. It was real, man. And that's the type of things I'm going to do. Once I get big in this game, I shout people out now, but once I get really, really big in this game, I'm trying to bring the next person up, man. Give my shout outs. Bill Feasy, Charlie Global, and of course, Uncle Phil of Only Brand. See, I don't know a lot of these people. Not saying that they probably have huge channels. I just don't. You stay so busy, like working and trying to get my channel off the ground or what have you. I don't really watch uh, channels like that. You know what I mean? Hold up. Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, I'm sorry. I got lost in the sauce. Charlie Global, my dog. I'm going to have to check out Charlie Global. I just don't know who he is. But I'll check him out, though. I definitely will. Salute, TB. Have a good night, bro. Bernardo, love you in the Cumbia? Or is that Columbia? It says Cumbia. I appreciate it. How you doing, big bro? Leslie from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Love your channel. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you chiming in. I got you, Miss Pat. We're going to make some other people moderators, too, because, I know you can't do it all by yourself. Diddy planned it. You think Diddy planned to be locked up? Is that Nightly 357? I got you, JP. I'm going to add you. Hold up. Where's JP at? I'm about to add JP as a moderator. By add JP as a moderator. JP is now added. JP, don't get this added with that foolery. DJ Khaled fell off. You already added, JP. But yeah, it's been a beautiful night. You know what I mean? I've answered most of the questions, all the questions that I could possibly answer and get to. You know what I mean? JP's in the building. I got a couple moderators, man, because I got all these weirdos. So, how does that work? Anytime I go live, are you all automatically moderators, or do I have to, each time, do I have to, add you? How does that work? Because I don't know. I really don't know. I never had a moderator. It's a shame that people come on and try to ruin what you got going on. Start your own YouTube channel, man. It's not even that hard. Thing about YouTube, man, I get a lot of people that hit me up on Facebook. Miss Pat see me on Facebook. I get a lot of inboxes, and they want to know, like, how much do you make? How do you start your channel? But most people don't. I just tell them to just do it. Don't do it for the money, just do it. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel just for the money, it's probably not going to last, because you're not going to make any money at first. It took me almost a year before I seen a dime off of YouTube. It's the way it works. So if you're doing it to try to make you some, now it's one of those things to where ultimately you can make some money. But unless your channel just takes off within the first 2-3 months, which it does happen, don't get me wrong, you got some certain people. But it took me almost a year before I seen a dime off of YouTube. And it was small amounts, 145. You get paid once a month. 180, 130. See what I'm saying? It was small amounts, 240, 350. Then it spiked up 2,000, 2,800, 2,600. You see what I'm saying? But it spiked. So there's levels to it. And if you continue to work and you continue to grow and grow your channel, over time you can get to the point to where you're making 10, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month. But you just have to be consistent. And that's just what it is. But if you have anything that you're passionate about, that you love to talk about, you definitely can be successful. And I'm on my way, hopefully, prayerfully, I'm on my way to being successful in the YouTube game. Miss Deborah don't want to be no moderator. Miss Deborah probably done removed it. Miss Deborah might remove me. But I think y'all can handle it for now. Now, the larger that I get, the more moderators that I'll have. You ever thought about a book, homie? From business to prison, your story is somewhat unique. Usually, most people come from the streets without ever having a business. Yeah, I have. I have thought about a book. I've thought about a lot of things. I've thought about a credit book. I've thought about a whole lot of things. I've thought about a whole lot. Actually have. So we'll just see what happens. I got the merchandise that's supposed to be coming. I just had a little hiccup in the road. Somebody beat me out of a few hundred, but that's okay. So I had to kind of start the process over. But I got some merchandise coming. I got hoodies. I got t-shirts for you all that's, not in cold weather climates or what have you. And it's just, real Kenz TV type of some of my sayings or what have you, merchandise. So that should be coming real. Miss Pat said stop playing, Ken. That should be coming real soon. And man, we just gonna make it do what it do, man. But I definitely appreciate everybody chiming in tonight, supporting the channel. I've been on here a couple hours. I'm about to jump off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might jump on this red eye and go to Houston, or I might jump on this red eye and come to Chicago and fool with Miss Deborah. I'm just messing with y'all, but about to call it a night. I appreciate all the support, all the, JP, Miss Pat, or whatever. So every time I go live, I got some moderators, keep these weirdos off here. You know what I mean? And till next time, man. We'll make it do what it do, man. I holla.